Students engage in an inductive process to learn the spelling pattern for doubling the endings of verbs. The teacher explains that this pattern has posed a challenge for students in their everyday writing. Students examine the features of words that double the final consonant when ed is added. To do so, they apply their knowledge of linguistic terms such as base and root words, short vowels, and consonant blends. They jointly agree on a rule that describes this pattern, then examine their own writing in their writer's notebooks to check for correct application of the pattern.
Everything that I'm doing in guided reading or word study or writing or whatever I'm doing relates directly back to those expectations in the curriculum. I need to look at that information, and then I need to translate that into what effective instruction for children at a variety of levels is going to be. So I need to think about fluency. I need to think about word recognition. Most of all, I need to think about comprehension and how do I build that at whatever level of text that the children are in. All right, boys and girls, today we're going to talk about something that we need to learn. I was looking at those lovely paragraphs you wrote the other day about, what did we write about? Oh, we used our heart map, and we were going to write about something that happened in the past. And when I was looking at them last night, I noticed something in the way that you're using some words that I think we need to do a little work on. Can anybody look at the chart behind me and tell me what it is that we need to do a little work on? Cole?
The ed.
Good, adding that ed. Why is that causing us problems? Why are we having difficulty with these? Melissa?
Well, because some people just put one of the doubles if we add ed and there's one vowel and then a consonant. So you'd have to put a double, and sometimes people just put one and then ed.
You explained that very, very well. We've been working on that rule for a while, but how many people are having a hard time remembering when they're supposed to add that extra? So what we're going to do today is we're going to have a look at these words, and we're going to see if we can figure out something that's going to help us. Melissa told us the rule, but sometimes I find rules are hard to apply, so I like to look at what's going on. How about you? Good. Okay, we're going to look at these words, and the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to find the root word or the base word. Who can look at the first one and tell me what the base word is? Natalie?
Plan.
Good. Plan. We're going to underline that base word because that's going to give us a little help. What's the next word? What does it say? Cassie?
Hop.
Good. Can you say it out loud so I can really hear?
Hop.
Hopped. Huh. Planned. Hopped. What are you noticing, Elliot?
Is they both have a double.
Good. Let's
And
look
an E. And an E.
Good.
And a D.
Good for you, Elliot. You noticed a lot of things up there. Can you look at this word, Elliot, and tell me what the base word is?
M-O-P.
Good. And what does that word say when you put all those letters together?
Mop.
Good. Try it again.
Mop.
Good. What is it?
Mop.
Mop. You have it. Excellent. Let's go up here. What is the, Julia, base word?
Trap.
And there's something funny at the beginning that we sometimes forget. What do we call those pieces? Melissa?
It's a blend.
It's a blend, and sometimes we don't always hear that R, do we? So we have to watch for that. So let's look very carefully. And what did we do in every one of those letters before we added ED? Matthew?
We told you what the actual word was.
Good. And then what else did we do? What did we do to the word?
Then we underlined the root word.
Good. And then what did we do?
Then we spelled the word.
Okay. Evan?
We doubled the last consonant because there was a vowel before the last consonant.
Good.
Then we added ed.
Good. So when we're looking or writing or reading words, we have to be thinking all the time about what we're doing to get those words down. So now what we need to figure out, is there a rule or a reason that we can come up with that will help us understand how to add ed to these type of words? So I want you to have a look at the words, and what we're going to do first is we're going to just read the root word. Ready? Read with me.
Plan, hop, mop, drag, tag, track, drag, come, hug, clap.
What do you notice about all of those root words? What do you notice about them? What is the same about all of these base words? Think about it.
They all end consonants.
They all end in consonants. Let's see if he's right. N, P, P, G, P, P, J, G, M, G, and P. Good. So we notice they all end in a consonant. How many consonants do they end in?
1, 2.
One consonant after what?
Vowel.
Good, Natalie. After a vowel.
Short vowel.
What kind of vowel?
Short vowel.
Okay, so let's think about that then. Natalie says we have one consonant after a
Short vowel.
short vowel. So we've come back to our words again, and we've seen that they're kind of short little words, aren't they? How many letters are in each of our root words? Melissa?
3 or 4.
3 or 4. Some of them have a
One.
blend at the beginning. So let's see. We have a short vowel in each one. And what do we have right after the vowel?
Consonant.
And when we have a short vowel and one consonant after the vowel,
You double it and then you add
what do I do? Hand up. Garrett,
You double it and then you add ed.
you double what?
The consonant.
And?
Add ed.
Okay, do you think we can write this as a rule?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start. It's a constant dance between curriculum expectations, text level that the kids are working in, and things you really identify as those really small pieces that are there that may make a big difference for students. How do I bring that together, and how do I turn that into a teachable moment for a group or a whole class or an individual student is basically pulling all those pieces together. And when you do it effectively, you see progress in your students. So I have kind of taken that rule and written it out for you. And the rule is this. Who can read with me? Have a look first. Read it first.
Double the consonants and add ed. 2 words ending in one short vowel and one consonant.
Okay, that's a big long rule, and that's a lot of words to remember. But I want you to think about what all those base words look like. Close your eyes for a minute. You're going to visualize the word mop. How many letters do you see?
3.
Good. How many vowels do you see?
3.
Think again. Mop. How many vowels do you see? And what is the vowel?
1.
1. And what's the vowel?
Oh.
Good. So when we're looking at those little words, we have to check to make sure we added ed properly. All right, what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to our writer's notebook, and we're going to look at that piece of writing we did yesterday, and we're going to see if we can find a place where we used ed words. Then you're going to underline them and make sure that you spelled them properly. Think we can do that?
Yeah.
All right, let's go to our seats.